Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Spartans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bulldogs offense will have the first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Branch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got a little space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab at the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So Michigan State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think...
Turning it on! That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Got it in the middle, it's Belling. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Give to the single back. Picks up the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Got a man, it's Branch. There he goes. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out of receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. That one comes out hot down the right side. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have pushed quite a drive together. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Going to the running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, having met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's going to get loose. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Stockton, looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time as he moves left.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Quarterback keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start him out. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marked it out of bounds at the 46. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Young. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Turns it loose. Got him in the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Stockton. Grab near the marker, it's Branch. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Might be calling a hot route. Now from inside the red zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
The offense is trying to go with a quick throw here and see if they can catch the defense napping, but great job in coverage forces the incompletion.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback to go in the other direction.
Ball is on the 10-yard line. They're not thinking field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and short. Using the quick game. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a...
Makes a grab on the shot. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Gets it out fast. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And here comes the offense on second down. This time they'll go to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here on third down. Dropping back, it's Childs. Fires to the right. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Spartans will punt this one away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll go to the counter. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Frazier. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a...
Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Spartans. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field of play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Shakes off the defender. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Dogs in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for room. It's Frazier. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers.
Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll let it go to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard.
Touchdown, Dogs! Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's McCray. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. Catch in the middle, it's McCray. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Out of the backfield, he's open. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in the backfield.
Looking to pass. It's Childs. He'll heave it deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. The give out of the gun. Makes a man miss. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Dogs getting a push in the middle and getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at it.
And every year they find these dudes. They all look the same, just massive, big, strong, quick guys that don't like people, Reese Davis, that just love hitting people with aggressiveness. And just, it's so amazing that they find that year after year in this defensive line group.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Childs. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Spartans will call on their punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking for a crease to the left. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he fires. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded to understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They'll leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. That gets them back to within 10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Both of these defenses a little bent, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole...
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. All down at the 18-yard line, a solid return after that interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man. He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds space on the right. Breaks into the open. He's at touchdown, Georgia. He got him loose, and it was lights out after that. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hands it off. Can't get him to the ground. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Dropping back, it's Childs. Grabbed over the middle, it's Kelly. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Spartans are flying down the field. Power football with the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught over the middle, it's Belling. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sparty! The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Finds his man, it's Delton. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting...
Turning it on! Sees him in open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice right there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They want that clock to run. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. SMU has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 15 over Louisville. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Let's it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Touchdown, Michigan State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Gets it inside the 5. The 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Quick strike complete. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Looking to scramble. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To throw, it's Child. Bringing the heat. Fires deep on the run. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball